have already tried to film this intro once, so hopefully we can just get through this. I do not know what's up with me today. I'm doing the best I can. Hey guys, it's Abby. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I have something fun planned. It is a story time for you, but not just any story time. We got a manifestation success story, actually, on how I manifested my girlfriend. I did, in fact, manifest her. So weird to me to say that. When I first told Grayson that I manifested her, I thought she was gonna judge me, but turns out she manifested me in her own little way. So that was really cute. This video is supposed to be taken very lightheartedly. That being said, I do want to point out a very obvious thing. I am fully aware that I've had a lot of luck in my life. And as easy as it is to just be like,
yeah, I wrote some stuff down on a piece of paper and it came true.
Life isn't that simple. I'm very aware that hard work is a thing, and my respect goes out to anyone who has worked their ass off to get whatever they wanted in life. We're all dealt different cards when we are born, and I think we're all just trying to do our best with the cards given to us. So I hope no one takes this video too seriously. Okay, before I get into the story time, I also want to give a little shout out to my, I think this is called flower agate. I think I'm pronouncing that right. I will list all that it does right here. Basically, I bought this a few days ago from a friend who has her own local business. It's called SCORPIOWITCHCRYSTALS, which is such a cute name. She's based here in Virginia Beach, but if you live in the United States, you can purchase from her. Yeah, I bought 2 of these, one for me, one for my girlfriend, because I don't know, it just called to me. And I thought that I'd give this a shout out since we're talking about manifestation, and this is good for manifesting. Super cute. So if you want to check her out, I will link her down below. I'm not going to dive too deep into the law of attraction and what it really means. There's so much that goes into it, and to be quite honest, I am not an expert at the law of attraction or manifesting in any way. I definitely am still learning every day, but I have gotten into it for, I'd say, the past like 4 to 5 years. Off and on, I'll get like really into it, and I'm kind of going through that phase right now because I am going through like a little spiritual awakening. Just going through some stuff. If you don't know what the law of attraction is, are you good? Have you been living under a rock? Are we okay? I'm just kidding. No, but seriously, let's Google away what the law of attraction is so I can just define it for you.
In the New Thought spiritual movement, the law of attraction is a pseudoscience based on the belief that positive or negative thoughts bring positive or negative experiences into a person's life. The belief is based on the ideas that people and their thoughts are made from pure energy, and that a process of like energy attracting like energy exists through which a person can improve their health, wealth, and personal relationships.
So basically, we are all made up of energy. This is science. Whatever energy you are giving out to the universe, you will receive back to you. So that's pretty much the main gist of the law of attraction. Obviously, there's so much more that goes into it. I also have a book that's called like The Science of the Law of Attraction. So if you are someone who needs the science-based evidence, the factual stuff in front of you, I totally feel that. With the law of attraction, reading certain things, there's a lot of stuff out on the internet, and it can be easy to be like, that is like hippy dippy sorcery shit, you know? Let me know if you want me to create my own video on the law of attraction, and I can go more into depth with all that. But for this video, I'm purely just gonna be talking about my experience with manifesting and how I manifested my girlfriend. So grab your cup of tea or coffee and let's get into it. I got all the tea for you.
Got the tea, so grab your tea.
Okay, that was the longest intro that I've ever done. I'm gonna say one more thing before I get into the rest of this video. Make sure you are subscribed to my channel by clicking the subscribe button down below. Also, feel free to like this video. It helps me out with YouTube's algorithm, which I cannot even begin to understand or explain. Okay, this is the fun part. How far back should I go? So I got into the law of attraction 4 to 5 years ago when I feel like I was really just kind of lost in life. I watched a few videos on vision boards and how that can be great for manifesting. And so I did my own vision board, which I'm pretty sure I made a YouTube video about that. I quickly took that down. Basically on that vision board, I remember I put a photo of Paris, France, and New York City, and those are the two things that really stick out to me because I manifested both of those things. And then I have like a picture of New York City and Paris. These are the places I want to travel to. I don't know what else was on that vision board. I'd be interested to see if I manifested anything else and just forgot. Here's a really lame picture of a guy, and yeah, because boys. In 2018, I went to both places. I visited New York City for the first time, which I had always wanted to. I really wanted to go there. And then I also moved to Paris for 3 months. I can totally do another story time about those separate events in another video, but that's not what we're talking about today. So yeah, as you can see, I manifested a few things before. So now we're fast forwarding to about 3 years ago. And in the beginning of 2019, I came out as bisexual. I was really going through it. I kind of always knew this thing about me, but was not willing to share it with anyone. I felt a lot of shame, and that was the time where people just started to become a lot more open about sexuality, specifically being in the LGBTQ community. And I remember just seeing so many people that I looked up to just coming out and me not being scared anymore. And so I came out, and then I kind of went through a hoe phase, as I should, may I say. I came out, it was new and exciting to me. I dated around a little bit and was not finding anyone that was really meant for me. A lot of great girlies out there, but I guess taking it back even before that time, I dated a lot of male I dated the male species. But I should disclaim that before I met my current girlfriend, the one that I'm talking about today, I had never been in an actual relationship before. I had dated a lot in my past, but never anything really serious. And so yeah, throughout high school, dated a lot of men, or I guess hung out with a lot of, and I shouldn't even say men, hung out with a lot of boys. That was that. And I just never really felt that connection to anyone. And even when I went through my little hoe phase with the girlies, I also never found anyone that like sparked my interest all that much. Summer of 2019, I remember I was just like annoyed because I was like, fuck this. I feel ready to be in a relationship. Like I really just want to find a pure and genuine connection with someone, and I want to find like my best friend and my partner, and I just truly felt ready for that. And I'm not quite sure why. I think just with becoming more mature and knowing what I wanted, basically, I remembered there's this thing called the law of attraction. So at that time, I got really into this form of manifesting, which is called scripting. And this is another Google away because, again, I'm really bad at explaining things. It's actually really bad. This seems grammatically incorrect. Scripting manifestation is a technique used to manifest goals by writing about the time after you've successfully reached your goal. Okay. By writing as if your goals, oh, here we go. By writing as if your goals have already been attained, not only do they feel more accessible, but you can also discover new insights into how to manifest your goals. So basically, I would write down what I wanted, but like I had already obtained that thing. So I would write in first person, and I'm not going to share with you guys what I exactly wrote down that summer in regard to like finding my current partner, because I think it's a little bit embarrassing and personal. But for instance, I wrote down something like, I am so grateful that I have a partner who is so loving and caring. It was actually insane what I wrote down because Grayson is the exact thing that I wrote down. I find musicians really attractive, and so I remember writing down something like, I am so grateful that my partner plays the guitar or something like that. And it's just funny because Grayson is a musician and she's an amazing guitar player. I think scripting is super important even if you don't necessarily know what you want, because I think it's a great way to help you kind of discover what you want for yourself. Writing down the things that you want in a way like you already have it, it just naturally makes you hopeful for the future. Yeah, so I basically just scripted exactly what I wanted in my future partner. And I remember that summer just like not thinking too much about it, but also just knowing that it was going to happen. I wanted it, but I also wasn't attached too much to the idea of it. My mindset is very much whatever happens will happen type of thing. And then September of 2019, my girlfriend and I went on our first date. And then a week later we started dating. It all happened very fast. We're still going strong 2.5 years later. Obviously, I didn't know who my future partner was going to be. I just wrote down the characteristics that I wanted in my future partner. And Grayson just, it was almost like fate. As cheesy as that sounds, it still is mind-blowing to me that we went to high school together, but we didn't actually meet until we were both in Florida randomly. It's just really crazy how life works out sometimes. It's so weird. I am editing this video and I feel like I left out a few things. I just kind of want to reiterate some stuff. Basically, I think this manifestation worked out for me because I was truly feeling what I was writing down. So as I was writing down the characteristics I wanted in my future partner, I was truly feeling gratitude because I was feeling like I already had that person in my life, even though I didn't know who my future partner was going to be. So I think that's really important, feeling what you're writing, because you're putting that energy out into the universe. And if I'm feeling like, oh, this isn't actually gonna happen, but I'm writing it down anyway, it's not gonna be presented to you. That thing is not gonna manifest because you're not truly feeling it. But during that time, I don't know what it was, I just felt it. Although I felt like it was going to happen and I felt the things I was writing, I also wasn't too attached to the outcome and I wasn't desperate by any means. And I think that's also very important when manifesting. I actually didn't find Grayson until months after I had scripted. I think it's because I wasn't too attached to the idea or the outcome, and I just knew what was going to happen. And to be honest, when I had met Grayson, like 2 to 3 months after I had scripted that initial journal entry, I forgot that I had even written any of that stuff down, and I didn't realize until like maybe weeks after meeting Grayson, like, holy shit, I manifested her. She is everything that I wrote down. I just really felt like it was important for me to point that out in this video because that's truly how I manifested her. I felt what I was writing, but I also wasn't too attached to the outcome, and I think that's what I was trying to say throughout this video. This might be my first and only story time because girl does not know how to explain things. But that's pretty much it. It's a really cute story, I think. Let me know if you manifested a specific person into your life. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will talk to you guys in my next one.